Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
White.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Well, Raheem Mostert, he was great in that NFC title game, 220 yards. But Super Bowl, 58 yards on 12 carries, though. He did score the touchdown in the third quarter to put the Niners up 20-10.
And think about the journey of Raheem Mostert and what he's traveled. That he has a 220-yard game, 4 touchdowns in the NFC title game that you just mentioned. But only getting 12 carries in the Super Bowl, I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought, I only got 12 carries in a Super Bowl. That tells you how valuable he became and what people will focus on. And don't forget Tevin Coleman, the great comeback from the dislocated shoulder against Green Bay in the title game. 5 carries, 28 yards in the Super Bowl, came back to start that game, showed a great amount of toughness, but they didn't run it nearly as much as we expected. And they ended up with a result that maybe was unexpected, too. A loss in the Super Bowl.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Here we go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And a cutback, right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s. So a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
He's checking crap.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it. This is Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Check 31, check 31.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know.
Here we go.
He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Garoppolo on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders as the 1st half is winding down. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
11.
Here's a toss coming right. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the move to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. It's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Wilson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Wilson, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Lady!
Right there, 54 Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Wilson on first down. He lets it fly from Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This is Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Here's Mostert. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54. They're not ready for this.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Eric Armstead. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo now. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's our time. Check three, check three. Reload. 56 to Mike.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Kyle Shanahan in mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. This is Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Hey, alert. Good job right there.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Green 80.
Mike 56. Down to lose 1.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They run it with Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He may try and run for this. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.